Hi, hello, we are here. Um, Thank you for being patient with us. I did have to set up a new overlay. Um, we have a interesting show to say the least. We are missing a Dimitri currently, at least for the first like roughly about 15 minutes, where there will be lack of explosives, at least for now. If you're looking for explosives, please see the later half of tonight's episode. Um, that being said, we're going to go around the room. Who you're playing as and what clan you're from. Um, and then we will go ahead and kickstart with a little bit of a recap. Richard, I am going to ask you to not say who you're going to be playing, as we will meet your character shortly. Um, so we'll go ahead and start with Warren.
All right, I am playing Carter, and if you've watched it all, you know that Carter likes books and not getting into shenanigans. So far, since getting teamed up with Dimitri, and really, Dimitri's the problem. I've not gotten to enjoy my books, and there have been far too many shenanigans. And I'm a Tremere, and I'm super into blood magic.
Super into blood magic.
Super into it.
And last but not least, Eva.
Hey, I'm Hannah, and I'm playing Eva tonight, and I'm part of the Bruja clan. So I'm all for the shenanigans. I'll take them most of the time.
I'm also down to blow something up before Dimitri gets here,
And then just be completely against it for the rest of the session.
And then just honestly just dump it on him to deal with the repercussions.
I like that even
like,
better.
Now you think of the way to get out of this.
And his explanation
reversed.
is going to be more bombs.
I think the technical term for that is kaboom blocking.
True. Anyway, where we left off last week, it was a very business-heavy week for you guys. I guess I should say night for you guys, as you guys had not one, but two meeting with two different members of the Primogen. You guys had a meeting with good old Nessa. Seemingly enough, a nice, wonderful lady from another time by the way she was dressing. But asked for your guys' help on removing the prince from his seat. As you guys also had a meeting with Augustin over phone and was able to sort of ask what exactly was you guys' next play, and also offer some opportunity to see if you guys can investigate a couple of individuals off of the Primogens. And Nessa was one of the people he was worried about, but also this Sheldon Thomas, another individual on the board, on the Primogen, excuse me, of people that are he's worried might not have the prince's best mind and heart. After that, you guys went downstairs and had another conversation with Drake the Ghoul. And you guys were able to find out some information about what you guys are really looking into, opportunities on how to get in. And then going into sort of these the part of the show where we call the ghoulining, where Dimitri created two new ghouls. Carter fed his ghoul, and Eva had to feed her ghoul as well. And this is sort of where you guys are picking up. So I do appreciate everyone coming in, and this is where we're going to be picking up as. Chat, I do notice cameras are a little bit wonky. Coterie, I'm so sorry you missed your opportunity to blow stuff up without Dimitri and then thus blame it on Dimitri. Um, but maybe there will be more explosives for you guys to deal with later on. But I'm going to go ahead and get Dimitri's camera all set up here in this overlay. If you guys want to go ahead and RP a little bit between the three of you, what your guys' next step is going to be. I believe you guys were also on the getting ready to head towards Bart as you guys are waking up the following night. So I need all three of you. Actually, Richard, if you wouldn't mind also rolling for me a rouse check, all four of you, and to see exactly how we're starting off on the hunger scale this evening.
I'm gonna roll 3 because I'm still trying to heal from somebody shooting me.
So you're technically rolling 4, correct? It's 3 for the
you tell
healing,
me,
aggravated,
boss.
and then 1 to wake up.
Well, I guess so.
So I will go ahead and get these updated here. I hear all the dinging, and I hope the best for all of you. May the odds be ever in your tummy.
Ooh, I'm hungry. I failed 3.
Ooh! So that puts you at 4?
Yes.
Okay. And is that including the one for your actual waking up as well?
Yes, I rolled 4. I passed one of them.
Perfect. So that puts you at hunger 4. You almost go into torpor, trying to regenerate this, but you do. Your skin sort of stitches back together slowly but surely, as the bullet wound gets smaller and smaller, and
You know what that means.
smaller. Juice box time.
Juice box time.
And if I remember correctly, you did just acquire a bunch of juice boxes before you left. Is that correct?
Oh, I absolutely cleaned out the Prince's store.
That's right. You did just like, hey, Prince, I'm going to borrow these. Don't mind me.
Didn't even tell him. Just told the bartender I wanted them all, and he's like, "Does the Prince know?" And I believe I said, "Would I be doing this if he didn't?"
All things are true.
I was a little salty.
And hungry, if I remember correctly as well. Oh,
Now these clear 2 boxes, right?
oh no, that is 1 aggravated damage that heals up.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant my juice box.
Oh, yes, your juice box, I believe. You might have to double check me on that.
I will double check that one.
But I believe that does too, but I could be very much incorrect.
I have no new hunger.
Nice. And what does that put you at for starting us off this evening?
I'm still at 1
For now.
for now.
Dimitri, how about you, friend? How are you feeling so far?
I'm sitting at 2 hunger right now.
Oh, 2
A
hunger.
little thirsty.
Yeah, a little thirsty, but that's okay. A little thirst never hurt anyone. And thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. I only had a few things planned for this evening, and it's just minorly different now. But it's fine. It's great. I'm glad you're here.
Glad to be here.
Hell yeah. Right. Also, I believe Dimitri might be getting a little bit of a fan in the background.
Hold on one sec. I'm unfortunately using a different microphone because
Oh,
it's traveling.
you're all right.
It looks like I rolled a 10 for some reason. It said that I didn't get a success,
Oh,
so I should only be at 1 hunger.
perfect.
Yeah.
This
For
is
some reason, the rouse chat
It-
is like,
It did the same thing to me.
did it?
I have to have a word with this person.
Give me just one moment. I'll see if I can get that fan to stop. I apologize.
No, you're all right. I appreciate you.
And it's just one hunger, so I'm gonna have to go through my supply here.
Oh, yeah, you are just... now, there are, if you don't want to fully drain your supply, there are other individuals here who would be, would not necessarily be super willing, but you do have humans here available to juice box off of instead, if you don't want to drink your actual juice boxes.
No, I'll drink my actual juice boxes because that's just time I can spend reading.
True.
Rather than trying to figure out which of Dimitri's soon-to-be ghouls won't mind getting nibbled on.
Nom, 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 nom. All right, almost done, guys. I do appreciate your patience. I know you got quite a few juice boxes as you were able to carry out. I will say probably another 3 bags left. Before you are out of bags there.
Is
Carter.
that after I get down to 1 today?
Correct.
Okay.
After you get back down to 1, you'll be back
Cool,
down
cool.
to 3 boxes or 3 juice boxes left. And also, chat, it's not because Carter doesn't mind the hunt. It's just a lot of dang work.
Thanks for clarifying that.
I feel like someone has to. So
That's usually my line.
I'll take the hit for you though.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm pretty sure Carter has no morals.
No, true. I mean, they're with Dimitri. They can't have too many. As you guys are sipping on your juice bags, and getting ready to head towards Bart's, is there anything you guys would like to do prior to heading out and leaving the grove?
Now we're going to go to Bart to see if he can send us in the right direction of the Anarchs. Is that what we're talking to Bart?
I think we're talking about going to Bart to just get any information he may have and see if he can help us out with either like an escape plan or getting in or anything like that.
You happen to be a Nosferatu, and of course, every escape plan in all of Indianapolis, I guess. As you guys prepare to ride up, you guys have 2 different options available to go. You guys have the car that you guys brought back from the gas station, or one of Eva's other sedans. Do you guys have a preference on which vehicle you guys would like to use to get there?
Isn't the one from the gas station pretty beat up?
It's not the greatest looking, I will say.
Like, didn't we crash it into the gas station?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not looking... It's seen better days, but it's still drivable.
Let's not take that one.
Okay. So, Eva, they're going to take your other prize vehicle.
Or we could take mine. I have a car.
Or you could take Carter's.
It's a bookmobile.
A bookmobile. It's just a giant book on wheels. As you guys go ahead and hop in, you guys begin to head off to Bart's. And as you guys are... you do have Bart's phone, or I guess not Bart's phone number, but you guys can look up the number of the gas station as well to see if Bart is happening to work this evening. You guys do go ahead and make that call and are able to get, and you guys recognize the voice on the other end of the line when Bart himself picks up the phone. Hello?
Bart, buddy, how's it going?
Yes, friend. How are you doing this A wonderful, wonderful night.
Wow, I'm hurt.
Bean, you've done some good for me. I can't say you haven't, but we're still on the rise from the mess. Yeah, I'm sure you can understand.
Sure. I mean, messes. We all get them.
Of course, of course.
So can we come by and talk about maybe another mess?
uh, yeah, that'll work wonderfully, I suppose. Yes. Are you coming to this evening, or are you looking to show up another night?
At your convenience, Bart.
Well, it's my store of convenience, so I guess you can come whenever you would like.
Can we bring you anything?
Um, if Dimitri has that deal, then I would be happy to take that. But if not, we can discuss your assistance when you arrive.
Okay. Be there soon.
Sort of. Yeah. Well, he goes ahead and hangs up the phone.
Do we need to make stop?
What do we need to make a stop for?
I owe him someone.
Yeah. Can't that just be for next time?
Might grease the wheels.
I mean, we could stop and grab somebody. It's fine.
Just a minor kidnapping. What's the worst you guys have
It's
done?
okay. It's kidnap. What's no big deal? You know kidnap? Come on, Eva. It's good.
Yeah, everything you've said so far is great.
Let's find a trashy little dive bar. He likes people who are sad, so we'll look for the most beleaguered, down on his luck, horrible. And I do have the bloodhound trait, so I'm pretty good about sniffing people out.
Yeah. Do you have to make a roll for bloodhound trait?
I believe so. Give me a moment.
I
I'll
have
pull
that
up
too.
the
It's resolve plus awareness.
Okay.
book. Oh, it's awareness. Okay.
Dimitri, or not? Yeah, Dimitri. You know of a decent little dive bar where you first arrived in Terre Haute.
Oh yeah.
You can absolutely go ahead and roll resolve plus awareness to see if you can find this individual who might be having a rough day, to say the least.
And then we're going to make their day so much rougher.
Holy cow. That's 6 successes.
At Bloodhound, you are. And that is a messy critical, actually.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
oh Lord.
As you guys pull up to the scene, you go ahead and begin to sort of take a deep breath in, and you see a couple of individuals who walk outside, and instantly you get the scent of the target you're looking for, Dimitri. As you go ahead and with your very quick reflexes, run up and grab the person and just throw them over your shoulders and begin to walk away. The person that's next to you, or that's next to them, tries to reach out, but you can move supernaturally quick and sort of dodge out of the way and just throw the guy into the back of the car. As you throw him in, he hits the side. Eva, as tradition, you are sitting in the back of the car. And this person, you see Dimitri open the door, throw this person head first towards you. As he goes ahead and shuts the door, hops into the passenger side, and sort of just looks around.
I'll slap the side of the car. Go, go, go!
Carter, you are in the driver's seat.
What?
Drive, fool!
Fine. I drive.
Just tires begin to spin as you guys take pulling off out of the pretty much gravel parking lot that this little bar is in. I need to make a note real quick. One moment, please.
I look back at Eva. See? No problem.
Oh my god, Dimitri, do you always have to be so aggressive on things?
It was quick, easy. We in out. See, it took like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, but then you just chucked him on me. I don't want somebody on me.
Then push him off.
At this point, he begins to sit up. Like, I'm right here. Are we
I
going to
turn around
talk
and say,
about
"Forget."
this?
My apologies. It seems you are a friend of mine in exceptionally large amount of money, and he wants to, talk about it.
As you're explaining the reason for this, Carter, you look in the rearview mirror and make eye contact with him and say, "Forget." And he just sort of and starts to just
Hey.
looking out the window.
Don't mind those two.
No, cool. Where are we going, guys?
Hey, you would like Slurpee?
I thought I was going somewhere. Sure, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
To convenience store.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful, I guess. I know the real good one's down the street here.
No, we have special one. Best Slurpee in all of Indiana.
He just sort of looks over to you and be like,
I nod, not very reassuringly. As I look at him like a shark.
"Huh? It's you guys know best. Let's get going." He just sort of continues to stare off the side. It is about an hour drive to Bart's 7-Eleven that you guys pull up to. The guy, as you guys pull into a parking spot, he goes, "We drove an hour for a slushie. This better be the best damn slushie I've ever had."
Slurpee you ever had.
It's a slushy to die for, buddy.
Come along, my friend.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. Also, as a point of housekeeping, you guys are able to also regain your superficial willpower damage you guys took as well from using any sort of rerolls and stuff like that. So please make sure to restock up on that as well as the beginning of the session.
Are there any other vehicles in the parking lot?
There is, excuse me, one other vehicle in the parking lot.
Okay, you'll go inside. I have thing need to do. It's okay. I'll be in just a moment.
Yeah, let's go get this
I'm gonna
state
switch
best
the license
slushy.
plate.
Okay,
Our car and the car that's in the parking lot.
sure.
You're
yeah,
switching the plate on my car. Somebody else's.
Dude, we just kidnapped somebody. So long.
What do you mean, we,
totally
dude?
got your plate.
We?
Hey, look, in this state, they don't make a difference between who did the kidnapping and who drove, all right?
Dude,
We're all
do
going
you
to
know how hard it is to get a night appointment at the fucking DMV?
Well, you have a goal for that now, don't you?
Totally.
I'm not letting that dude out of that basement ever.
Now who's the bad guy here is what I gotta know. As you guys, the two of you, or the three of you, excuse me, with this individual sort of walk into um, the gas station, you do see Bart behind the counter. Looks like putting some stock away. As he hears the bell sort of ring from new people walking in. Hey, welcome. Oh, let me go ahead, and he gets out a sign that says lunch, be back in 30, and puts it on the front door and locks the front door. Before heading to the the basement.
This is where we keep the really good slushies.
The guy is sort of looking around at the other two, Ela and Carter. Are we okay to still get these slushies, or he just said they were
Yeah,
closed?
absolutely.
No, it's all good.
Uh,
We're special customers.
Is this a drug thing? Is that why this is the best slushies in Indiana?
I'll just nod.
Is that what you want?
I don't know at this point. We just drove an hour for slushies. I hope something. He goes over to the icy machine and starts making ices.
It's
I
okay,
assume
I'll
Bart could
take
handle
the
it from
cup out
here.
of his hand.
Uh,
This is where we go. I lead him towards the trapdoor.
Give him a slushie, man. Let him get a slushie.
yeah.
We've been pumping him up for an hour on this slushie.
But then he'll taste slushy and he'll be like, "This is dog shit."
Oh wait, man, Midnight Grape. It's good stuff.
Midnight grape. He goes ahead and gets, as you do with all slushies, a bit of each flavor. But the store is doing something crazy. It's a actual like straw, that is just made out of candy that he puts smack dab in the middle of the icy, and begins to walk towards the rest of you, heading down to this now creepy looking trapdoor area in the back room. As the now three of you, the two of you guys did, or the three of you guys, excuse me, did see Bart open it and then immediately go down first, while the three of you were waiting for him to finish up his slushy creation. But when the three of you guys get to the basement, it is completely empty, besides a couple of chairs.
So I don't really know how this works, guys. I'm just whispering to them. Does he still need to be sad? Because I don't think this is helping.
Hey, you want to watch like Up or I don't know, Marley and Me or something?
Those are the movies you suggest? Really?
No, he's like, he's tied to his soul. His soul is sad. He may be smiling now, but when someone, kills him, he won't be happy.
Forget.
He'll probably be pretty sad about it.
He's like, what? Oh, slushy. It keeps going down the stairs. As you guys get to the bottom, he takes a big drink of his slushy, and you see the smile on his face turn immediately sad. The slushy's just garbage. What? Why? And out of this, as of right now, as he sort of makes to the bottom of the landing, you see Bart appear out of nowhere and just take a big bite into this guy. And at first he's panicked, and then he sort of relaxes as he continues to drink and drink and drink, before finally stopping, licking the wound, and begins... please, one moment. Please feel free to stay around. I'm just going to walk our guests out the door. As you guys begin to see him sort of walk this individual out, you hear some slight muttering upstairs between a couple. It sounds like a couple of different voices, before the door opens, shuts, and you hear a set of footprints walking back as Bart reappears. But this time when he reappears, Bart is in his disgusting holiness as he has left the facade down and it now stands before you, the Nosferatu that you guys know as Bart. Ah, that was delicious. I must find where you find this delectable.
You need something, you just give the meat treacle. I find it for you.
Very good, very good.
Do we? Is he? What, is he still around? You gonna have to deal with him later, or is he dealt with?
Oh, he is dealt with. He is fine.
Good enough.
Anyway, what can your friend Bart do for you?
Oh, where do we start, guys? Where do we start?
Just give us all information. I don't think we have a good spot to start.
All information that is very, very expensive.
Well,
I think we could get you.
we clearly know where the good snacks are.
Yes, but that might have worked for the old Bart. But the newly appointed sheriff of this domain would like to say otherwise.
Ooh, are you the new sheriff?
Yes, thanks to a certain individual and giving a good word to the prince.
Wait, that's super awesome. So you like the prince then, huh?
I did not say that. I just have a role to fulfill. And personally, the alternative was a blood hunt, and I prefer to be one piece.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, guys, should we bring Bart up to speed?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, there's not a really clever or easy way to say this, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We need your help figuring out how to break into a place run by the Inquisition. Yay!
You know, I knew that this was needing to be done, as my scourges made me aware of what your punishment was.
So we have some ideas, but we know how good you are at being invisible and how you have people who know things. So we thought maybe you might have some information. Maybe you could help us out, and we can help you out.
This I can do, you know, but information is expensive, depending on what sort of information you were looking for. Obviously, you know, you said you're looking for ways to get into this building, ways to break in. I could find that information, but I'm not sure it's going to be in the time frame that you need. Is my only concern.
I'll lean over to Carter. I thought we were going to dress up and go in the back door with the keycard.
Yeah, we have some workable plans. We think. We really, I think. I would love any information you could get for us, Bart. But if you don't think you can get it in time, I think we have a workable way in. What about some way to cover us on the way out? Is that something you could pull off in the time frame?
Well, yes, very much so. My scourgers could probably deal with any sort of Inquisition tailing that you guys may have on the way out.
How much cost?
A favor. Am I choosing?
It's very open-ended.
Promise it won't be anything that's not outside your wheelhouse.
Our wheelhouse is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm sure it won't be outside of your wheelhouse.
He's little vague.
As long as we're willing to say it's not going to break any of the major laws, I'm okay with it.
As someone who now has to enforce said laws, I would probably assume that it would not. Because I do not want the scourge to fall upon me. Or yet, no, another blood hunt.
Eva, what you think?
Eva might be frozen.
I was going to say, she's sitting very still.
She's trying to make sure that her obfuscate doesn't break.
Where'd she go?
Gone. Just fades into the shadows. As you guys continue to discuss, I think we've been through worse. She sort of rings up and says, I mean, yes, a favor at his choosing is not the greatest. But if we need this cover that badly, our other choices is Augustin or Bart. Hell, maybe I think Nessa even offered up something if we wanted to dance with that.
I'll
I'd rather
spit in
stand
my
around.
hand and offer it to him.
He looks down to it. Ah.
You don't have to shake his hand. It's okay, Bert. He's just messing with you.
I'm not. This is how you seal deal. Spit and shake, like a man.
As he spits in it. And obviously, Kindred don't exactly have water to be able to produce. So it is blood that they are sort of producing and begin to shake with. And he does it and matches it just the same.
It's good.
Good. Let me know when here. And he goes ahead and provides you, Carter, his cell phone number. Please let me know when you guys are. Once you guys have a plan, and let me know when it is going to be put into place. And then I will make sure that my Scourges and I are in the best location to handle these pests.
We appreciate that. And when this is all over, you'll have to come out for the opening of the Grove.
Ah, what is that?
Oh, it's our
Nightclub.
Nightclub.
Nightclub. Very good, very good. Are all kindred alike invited? Or do there need to be
Anybody-
a guest upon a list?
Your friends are on the guest list, Bart. Just got to tell us who they are.
Very good, very good. I will speak with the prince right away. Now, is it my understanding of this assistance be kept on the down low? Or is the prince aware of these assistants you are reaching out to?
Well, we haven't mentioned anything to the prince, but we're not, as far as I know, banned from getting assistance. And as usual, any assistance that you provide us will certainly be spoken highly of.
It's been a long time in the game, and I'm just happy to be able to a piece of said game now. Actually, I do have. How about this? We changed the deal a little bit. And Dimitri, I apologize if you feel like this is betraying you in any sort of way. But maybe a lesser favor would be required of you if you wouldn't mind bringing an associate along with you on this run. You see, I have feelers out in the clan that is trying to reintroduce themselves back into the Camarilla. They have not been part of it for a very, very long time. And the prince is a little hesitant on this one, to say the least. But they have paid their dues and are able to join us once again. If you allow them to go on this little breakout with you, one, it gives you additional support. But also, I won't require so much of a big favor on the back half.
Just have one question.
Yes.
They crazy.
He smiles and puts a hand on your shoulder, Dimitri. Not as much as you.
That's good.
Yes. So is that a yes then?
I'm okay with it.
Perfect. I will go retrieve them if you guys do not mind just being patient. I can either have them meet you at your car outside, or I can have them meet you here if you like to do introductions here before moving on.
Sure,
I'll be more
we can wait.
comfortable here.
Perfect. I will bring them here to you. One moment, please.
Hope he's
Wait,
not a
did you just
bookworm.
put the stolen license plate on Bart's car?
It's possible.
Okay, we need to clear that up to make sure that's not his car.
As
Good thing Carter doesn't know.
true.
Oh, good point.
Carter went
Crap.
straight inside. As you are waiting, Matthew, you see a door open. That was supposed to only be open for emergencies, as you do see the Nosferatu that was providing you refuge and your transition underneath this prince's care. I know you do have a haven in the area, but you are doing some business that's a little bit further out compared to where your haven would like to be, and he offered you a temporary place to stay. He just looks up you and, please, I have another opportunity that the prince would like you to take part of.
Oh, how exciting. Should I bring my bat?
Probably not a bad idea knowing these people.
One bat.
And shortly after, the coterie, you guys see Bart and another individual begin to descend the stairs. Matthew, if you would like to describe what your character looks like to the rest of the coterie.
Oh, Luke is also with me.
Okay.
So Matthew is in an off-the-rack suit, probably navy with a white shirt, dark red tie. His black hair is cut kind of short, a little shorter than is fashionable here in the 21st century. Following behind him is a young man in a polo shirt and slacks. Looks to be in his mid-20s. Looks vaguely like an MBA graduate who appears to have made some life choices he might be regretting. Matthew straightens his tie a little bit, goes, he is carrying a baseball bat, which has a variety of dark stains across it in different places. Bart, you bring me to the nicest places.
What can I say? Bart provides what he can. Matthew, look, please. Dimitri, Eva, and Carter. These individuals are going to be riding along for the prince's request. I'm not going to lie, it is going to be very dangerous for you. But these fellow kindred here are capable enough.
Well, if he didn't try to kill me at least 3 times in the next 2 years, I'd feel kind of disappointed.
Ah. The prince is... Nah. He is prince. That being said, please feel free to stay as long as the 4 of you would like. Matthew, Luke is able to stay here if you don't want him to go into the fray, if you would like. He's more than welcome to stash out into the place as well.
Oh, I thought you brought snacks.
Sadly, no. This is Luke. He carries my phone.
Is it a big phone?
As long as I don't touch it, yeah.
Hi, I'm Luke. Nice to meet you, guys.
I should explain. I don't disappear like the way Bart does. He says sitting down. But, and it is a basement, so it's pretty dark down here anyway. And the shadows reach out from the corner and surround Matthew and turn him into this very dark, almost like a hole in space. But I know a thing or two about how things work in the dark.
It's pretty cool. I smack Eve on the arm. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what you want to call it.
Oh, don't get me wrong, says as the shadows back away. It's totally eating my soul and is going to turn me into a monster eventually. But
It happens to the best of us.
Indeed. For any of you who aren't cultured in the way of the Cambria, this is, well, a member of Clan La Sombra. And they are in the process of, some of them, coming back to their rightful place. But that is here nor there. Is there anything else you need from your good old friend, Bart?
No, Bart, you've been most helpful.
Very good, very good. Well, please. I guess my lunch break is over now, and I have a very long rest of the evening. I will be here tonight and tomorrow, but I have some business outside of town I must tend to after that fact. So, I'm around for the next 2 nights if you need me past that. Good luck.
Well, hopefully we'll be calling you before in the next 2 nights to get this done, and then we can all be resting while you're out of town.
are we going anywhere right now?
You have something you need to do?
No, I just need to know where to put Luke.
Yeah, you should probably put Luke away.
Okay. Luke, just catch an Uber back to the house, pick up the keys. You guys have phones?
Yes.
Just one or more of you hit him up with your numbers. If you get a call from any of those numbers, you go wherever that phone call tells you. Track it?
You understood. He looks between the Carter, Dimitri, and Eva and look and see which person should he go to trade numbers with.
I'll give him my number.
Okay. Understood. He goes ahead and puts the phone back into his pocket. Then takes it back out and begins to fidget on it for a little bit to order said Uber.
Go home. Go home. Be safe.
As you wish. He sort of smiles towards you. Be safe, please.
See what I can do.
Why you no touch phone?
So, remember how I told you the shadows were going to devour my soul and turn me into a monster? Yeah, it's already on its way. Anybody got a mirror? It's easier if we do it with a mirror because I fry electronics.
Good to know.
Bart will. Yes, here. And he goes ahead and shows a thing to you. And as at the same time, he's also reaching up and moving that camera out of the way, like shoving it purposely into the wall. Here.
Now, the good news is people who see this on cameras, if they don't know what they're looking for, it just looks like the camera glitches. But, and he holds up the mirror, and his image is vaguely translucent and seems to flicker in and out of existence.
Is it just the skin that's exposed, or his clothing as well?
It would be the clothing as well. Everything that's sort of he's wearing on his person, even the bat as he's wielding it, is sort of fading in and out of existence. It does have, it's a little bit more together, but it still sort of shares that feeling a little bit to it.
Do you have any way to control this?
No.
This could be a problem. We go, people know how to kill things like us.
Oh,
We have to be able to pass for human.
well, brings his 5'9" frame up to Dimitri's 6'4". You played football or soccer at some point. So, or maybe you've seen Five Nations from time to time with rugby, but I think normal people. So when normal people look at me like you look at me now, I look fine. So if we're afraid that a camera is being watched by someone who knows what to look for, I just have to put you between me and them.
I'm more worried about we don't know if there are reflective surface.
Don't worry too much about that. I have some practice at I can't spend all my time in the house. I'm a lawyer by trade.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. So, monster whose soul is about to be eaten, fine. Lawyer,
it don't make sense. You were talking about your affliction.
Affliction, profession, get those terms confused after 3 years of law school.
Well, I'm sure we can make it work, Dimitri.
Hey, you know, the worst that can happen is we can die. It's no big deal.
It is true. That is the worst.
We've only been thinking that for a few days now.
Yeah,
Let's just continue the trend.
of course.
Right.
I mean, what is life without the fear of death, right?
Peaceful.
You are such a nerd.
Hey, he's got a point.
Bart,
Not a great point, but a point.
Bart sort of chuckles a little bit. All right. There's a couple of cars passing through, and they should be arriving here shortly for some additional business that I must attend to this evening. So if you guys would make yourselves scarce, I would sincerely appreciate it.
It's no problem.
Thanks again, Bart.
You got it, friend. All right. I look forward to your calls. Just let me know when you guys have a plan and when you guys need me to be there. And the four of you exit out of the gas station.
Is there any chance I can catch a ride? If not, someone's got to text Luke and tell him to come back now.
No, it's okay. You get in car. We take you.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
No. At least he asked you this time.
Wait, why are you getting in seat? Get in trunk.
Oh, that's my bad. My bad.
You have worked with lawyers before.
Many times.
As you, the four of you go ahead and get into the vehicle. And where do you guys like to go next?
Eva, what was this Enarch you know? We go talk to him. Put him on trail.
Which inner?
The
From
one you say. Remember, Miles dead. You had only connection.
yeah, but the other ones that I knew are in the government place.
Wait, I'm sorry, not you, Eva. Carter, smack Carter in the back of the head. You were the one with new guy.
Oh,
You
but
two guys.
I mean,
Why you let me accuse Eva? Come on.
Seriously.
not sure where you were going with this, man. It's all been kind of a blur since I met you, to be completely honest.
We're going to turn the Anarchs loose. They big distraction. We go in back door. We steal what we need.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get that part, but like, saying the Anarchs I know is a gross exaggeration of reality. The Anarchs that I secretly spied on that have no idea who I am.
Perfect.
Who are these people?
Anarchs? They
No,
sucky vampires.
Anarchs I know. No, I mean more like specifically. Like you spied on them. Who are they?
Well, their sire is Jonathan Fairfield, if that means anything to you. He's a Bruja. And he had two childers who I was, I think, in my head calling Tweedledee and Tweedledum because when I first met them, they were taking turns shooting each other and seeing how fun it was.
All right.
But, I mean, I know where they hang out. They have one less school than when I got there.
Do you know anything about them other than their enjoyment of shooting one another?
No, not really. They're not fans of the Prince. Yeah, no, I don't know a ton. I was gathering information on that led us to other things.
Do we know anything about the sire, Jonathan Fairfield?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, but we don't know much about Jonathan Fairfield, right?
There is rumor, according if you believe Nessa, that there's a Bruja Anarch that was recently just removed from the Camarilla. That is looking to be Prince. It was not said exactly who they are, but they were removed for having some chowder that the Prince did not approve of. But as far as you know, he is a rather big, burly guy from the Bruja clan. So, I mean, you've seen some of the stuff Eva can do. So that might be something that he is able to do. But as far as real specifics, not a whole lot. As you just saw him in passing and saw more of Tweedledee and Tweedledum than you did the actual sire. But you did see that, or you did hear the conversation that they were having inside of that little Bruja compound that you were able to sneak into. Um, that they were looking to invade the good portion of this area of the prince's domain, um, to continue lessening the prince's availability to rule this domain and rule this area.
Yeah, but that was before we killed 53 of them.
It's true. It's very much true. Before you decided to decimate a good portion of the anarchs in this state. But that was the last thing you knew, and that was also probably about a week ago at this point.
Oh my god, has it only been a week?
Roughly about that time, you did about 2 nights worth of watching this area. One with Bart and how to take care of the ghoul issue, and you rested for a night before being put with this coterie. And you guys have really only known each other for about 4 or 5 days.
Feels like months.
No, it's been a solid 8 days since you arrived here in Indianapolis.
Wow.
The best ever.
And I'm sorry, Bart shared my family lineage, but I didn't get any of yours. If you don't mind, fair's fair.
I am from the clan of kings.
That's Dimitri. He's Russian. Also a Ventru. Carter, I'm Tremere.
And I'm Eva, Bruja.
All right, cool. Nice to meet you all. And we're going. So, how much of what Bruce told you do you share with the class?
I mean, so if I'm understanding the situation right, you are coming with us to go into the secure facility, and you're joining us willingly in this punishment parade.
So the answer to that question is yes, but as often happens when vampires offer up other vampires to help, I haven't been completely told what we're doing.
A suicide mission.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to listen to Eva.
But this
If
is
that's okay.
like maybe a 10, maybe 13% chance of being successful. It's likely we're going to die.
Some of us will probably die.
Definitely
No, nobody's gonna die, Dimitri. So then yes, I think we would bring you up to speed, not the private coterie conversations about who we've talked to and how we feel about the prince and things, but the nuts and bolts of what we're planning to do and who we know, I think is probably what we bring up to speed on.
And so the location we have to find some anarchs to potentially make a fuss is this Nathaniel Fairfield guy and his 2 precious children.
Yes, yeah, and I know where they're located, or at least I know where Jonathan Fairfield and Childers were a week ago, and it seemed like they had ghouls, like they were actively turning people into ghouls, and there were cages involved. So they probably didn't just ditch that place.
Do you think they know that you blew up all their friends?
No one knows.
It's gonna be a real short trip if they do.
Okay, if they don't, we can do this.
How big is your trunk? How much gasoline can we fit back there?
I mean,
No more.
there's some rare books back there, man. I know, you can't. Nobody can go back there bleeding, and you can't put gasoline in my trunk.
That is a good question. Did you bring the books that the prince lent you? Or did you
No,
leave them in your...
those are secured in the
Okay.
in the library.
In the library. I figured as much. I just wanted to confirm.
I don't think I let Dimitri look at them. I certainly don't bring them out of the secure library with him.
That is fair. That is fair.
There's one being used as a coaster.
Right.
No respect.
No respect for the lore.
Now, and
Probably.
Eva, are they going to recognize you?
No.
Okay.
None of us have met these men.
Okay.
I don't
Except for
really
the-
know any kindred besides a few that we met along the way.
I like how what you were thinking was "you idiots," and you managed to not say that.
That is a heroic amount of restraint given the circumstances.
Definitely.
I didn't even make her roll frenzy for that.
I think she's always frenzied when we're around.
It's sort of true. Minor frenzy. So, are you heading over to the last known location of these Bruja Anarchs?
Yes, as long as we can come up with some plan that makes any sort of sense before we get there.
Okay, you have roughly about 30 minutes between where you are
Hey.
and the warehouse where they were last seen at.
What is it you want them to do?
We want. Our hope is that once we tell them that the Baron is in the possession of these people, that we give them information, they will take it and hopefully try to rescue the Baron. That is our goal. We need them to create big distractions so we can go in backdoor and steal the Baron while they get killed.
Okay.
Is this something you can do with lawyer talk? You can maybe threaten to sue them or something?
So, once upon a time, I talked my way into law school. Then I talked my way into the Catholic University of Washington's canon law program. And then I talked my way into working for the Catholic Church for a couple of years. And then I talked my way into getting a La Sombra to turn me into a snack. I got some game.
That
The
last
answer
one's
was
probably
yes.
not that hard.
Well, I knew all the rules from Vatican II, and he didn't. And he was really getting wound up about why they were speaking English at Mass.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so we let you do talking, is what you say.
I think you know what? I'm gonna bet. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in. We're gonna see if anyone there recognizes any of you. If they do, you brought me to tell them something important, and then you're gonna take me away to do terrible things to me.
And if they don't recognize us?
Then we start a friendly conversation. They fight, and we have to get past the part of well, how do you know that? But I'll figure that out along the way.
So
I
have
like
one
it.
question. What is with baseball bat?
Oh, that's in case I need to beat someone to death.
It's really weird, man.
Some people don't respect the law.
They definitely don't.
Is it weirder than the propane tank thing? I mean,
It makes sense in context. I mean, why a bat?
because he's a vampire. Bats. I mean, it makes sense.
That's good, but no. Mostly because
Oh, good. We can do nerd jokes. This will be fun.
mostly because if I hit someone really hard in the head with a bat, usually their skin splits and blood goes everywhere, and then there are no bite marks.
Can't you just lick the
Can't you
bite
just-
closed?
Punch them?
Also that?
I could do that too. My punches are difficult to deal with for mortals. I can get a little aggressive.
I'm guessing
well,
Okay,
you know,
so he has a
the
bat.
monster.
Do you, as Eva say?
So you have a bat.
Yeah, the bat really is the gentle option when you get right down to it.
Dimitri, we don't say "do you" to everybody.
Do you, Eva?
No, that's only for important scenarios when I just don't care. I care.
You care right now?
Yes.
I'm
How am I supposed to know
I'm
that?
touched.
Read my mind.
Nope.
It's more of a Tremere trick than a Venture trick.
Oh, wrong person.
Anything else in preparation you'd like to do before arriving at the warehouse?
So we're walking in with this guy we just met. We're taking it on faith that he can figure it out as he goes, and we're saying, "Hey guys, we know where your Baron is. By the way, he's captured by the Inquisition."
Yep.
I can tell you how we know that, but we do.
Hold on.
Can one of you punch me without breaking bone?
Yeah.
I can hit you wherever. But hold on 1 second. Eva, when we were at the Raven Rant, weren't they saying that Anarch from LA may come to Indiana to help with the overthrow of the prince?
Yes, I mean, that was part of the talk, yes.
So maybe you and me and then this guy with the bat and Carter are all, Anarch from LA come to help. We hear about big explosion, we hear about Baron, and he go in and say, "Hey, we badass, we here to help. We know where your boss is."
I mean, yes, but then wouldn't they expect us to lead?
Not
No.
necessarily.
You got to solve your own problem. We're just here to, let you know what's what. That's how I do my guys. I walk in, I say, "Hey, you selling enough meth? No, okay, you need to fix this or I kill you."
Okay.
Or, wait, so how good are you guys at lying? Just
Don't
a
ask
general
me to
scale.
speak.
okay. Okay.
Carter, Dimitri,
Here's the thing. What if we tell them the truth but leave a part out? We have put together a plan to get into the building to retrieve the Baron, and we need them to create a distraction.
I
Could
mean,
work.
yeah, that could work.
Unless you have another thought, Carter.
No, I mean at least that doesn't require me to lie, which I'm just not good at.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking you probably need to leave the fibbing to the backseat drivers.
That tracks.
Sort of makes sense since Eva and Matthew are both in the back seat.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I never get to ride shotgun. It's horrible.
You can drive. I'd rather be in the backseat reading.
No,
You
she
want to
can't.
drive?
Remember, she can't drive.
Oh, yeah, she did crash that car into the gas station.
It was bad.
All right. Any disciplines or anything that would like to be activated upon arrival to the scene that may last a scene?
Yes, I will try to activate my blood potency.
Okay.
We're definitely activating Shadow Cloak.
Perfect.
I will make one rouse check to activate Shadow Cast.
Okay.
And if I don't get closer to Feral, I will consider activating Prowess.
Perfect. And I believe prowess is just a passive one that does not require a rouse check, if I remember correctly.
No, Prowess costs one rouse check.
Okay, perfect.
That takes me to
I'll,
hunger 1.
I'll be daunting.
Okay. And that does not require a rouse check. Is that correct, Dimitri?
Correct.
Oh, messy critical.
Wait, what is that for?
That's for my blood potency.
Okay. So I succeeded at one of the 2 rouse checks. So I have prowess and shadowcast on, but my hunger is now 1.
All right, all right. And with 1, 2, 3, 6 successes, I believe that is enough to boost your blood potency up to 2. Is that correct?
Double checking.
And while you're doing that, Eva, is there anything you would like to prepare or do prior?
No, I'm not gonna use any disciplines at this point. I probably will later.
Okay. Just want to make sure
Or-
you don't want to go invisible or something crazy like that.
Nope.
Perfect.
Yeah, 1 increases it by 1 for the scene. A critical increases it by 2.
Ooh, okay. You've criticaled. You have increased your by 2. And does that require a rouse check?
It does.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a rouse check for me.
And I think since it's a critical, it's for the night as well.
Mm-hmm. Either one, it could. I believe, no matter what, it lasts for the night. If I remember correctly.
Oh, failed my rouse check. I'm hungry again.
Okay, and that puts you to 2.
2.
With your messy critical. Let's see here real quick. You, as you sort of rousing the hunger, or rousing the blood to increase that level of potency that your blood has, you go a little bit too far with it, and your hunger goes up 1 additional.
Well, that's totally reasonable.
You just hear a voice slightly in the back of your head. You recognize this voice as Penelope. You know, if you were just better at what you do, you wouldn't be in this situation. You wouldn't put me at risk. But now, who knows? Maybe I'm dead. But you, my friend, are getting hungrier and hungrier.
Well, that's lovely. We're going to need to stop for a snack.
As you guys arrive, actually even before, and it has the same sort of chain link fence that sort of surrounded this warehouse before, with the gravel and cement sort of open small parking lot that it has within the chain link fence. But there's no one guarding said parking lot. There's no guard booth or anything like that. A lot of the barbed wire at the top of the fence looks like it's even been like either snipped or like patted down heavily. Like, you guys can tell that this place has been hit quite a few different times over however long. But even before you guys make it to the corner, you guys hear a couple of gunshots going off before just silence. And when you guys pull into the parking lot, roughly about this time, you could see the door barely beginning to shut, or finishing shutting. So it looks like someone just walked in as you guys pulled in. Before you guys were even visible to be able to notice you guys were coming in, that the door was shutting. There is one car here. And Carter, you do recognize this vehicle as Fairfield's.
That's his car.
Is that
Okay.
door locked?
It
I'm asking
wasn't locked.
Carter. Sorry.
Wasn't locked last time.
Okay.
You guys go ahead, park the vehicle, and head towards the front door. Possibly the boldest strategy I've ever seen from this coterie. You guys go ahead and enter through, and you can hear loud music blaring inside. Lights, not exactly the greatest lighting in here, which might make some people extremely excited about. There's plenty of shadows to hide within.
And no one's going to notice I'm producing an extra one that has no light source.
Exactly. It is very... You can easily look around and see multiple shadows that are absolutely just present. In the back, and even before you guys in, anyone who is at hunger 3 or more, I need you to go ahead and roll a frenzy check for me, please. As you can just smell everyone. Just the amount of blood you can smell in the air.
We had a plan.
Carter, the last time you were here, it didn't smell this strongly of blood. That is 4 successes. You are able to hold and steal your mind as the beast is telling you, go, go, go. But you're able to stand still and hold that beast on its tight leash.
Is it really that many dice?
It should be all of your unrolled willpower,
Oh, yeah, okay.
plus your unused willpower, and I believe it is one other thing I cannot remember off the top of my head, though.
Oh, that's right then.
Okay. You guys walk in, and you see 5 people sort of sitting around what you guys can only see is a bloodbath, what's left of a body in the middle. But you do see 2 individuals sort of laughing and pointing at each other. And like moving their like shirt out of the way and showing something here. Carter, you've seen these 2 idiots before doing the exact same thing before. But in the middle, you sort of, or off to the side, you do see Fairfield sort of just watching and sort of begin to stand up as everyone does and look at these 4 individuals who have just walked in. Behind them, Carter, you do see the 2 individuals in the back that you recognize, that you did not, or you chose not to take. But the cage that you have set up to the side, there is another person in there. But they are actively like gripping onto the bars, and like if they had coloration to their hand, you'd be able to tell that they're squeezing so hard that their hands are turning white. They're just actively like squeezing the bars unbelievably tight. And you guys all sort of see the group, the 2 guys sort of put their shirt back to normal. Everyone around the room has a weapon, like just a gun, just on their hip, openly visible, not actively like grabbing or anything, but visible. And you sort of see Fairfield sort of step up and push through the sides of his people. And who are you exactly?
This is how you manage shit here. I'm not surprised the Inquisition blew half of you to hell.
You see
Coming in
Fairfield
strong.
sort of.
My friends and I, we're in Los Angeles. We're saying, hey, these guys, these guys over in Indiana, they need your help. They need your help because Chicago's getting noisy because they got this problem, because they got that problem. We're like, cool, we'll go help. We get here, and first thing we find is one of the places we're supposed to go find you and your merry band. And as I'm saying this, his shadow is slowly clocking around until Nathaniel is in it.
And that is a wits plus awareness of 3 to notice that it's happening.
It is.
Let me go ahead and roll that right quick.
I'll be sensing the unseen as well.
Okay, go ahead and roll wits plus obfuscate for me. But not obfuscate, aspects for me. Ugh.
So then we have to try and run down whoever's left. And what we come upon is like amateur day for Blade 2 community theater.
At least it wasn't Blade 3.
I mean,
Sorry.
is this it? Is this it? All of you sitting around tearing people apart and having fun shooting each other while your Baron is in the clutches of the fucking Inquisition? Look at Ava. What? I mean, can we even use them?
As this conversation's going on, first, I need you to go ahead and roll manipulation plus subterfuge.
Sure.
And go ahead and take a additional die for some information that they knew on the backside. Eva, I want you to go ahead and roll wits plus insight for me, please. And you got 5 hits on your freaking Sense the Unseen.
I did.
You see not one, but 2 individuals sort of flanking on each side. Wrists or fists are just ready to punch, but they're holding still, not moving.
Okay, so we got some invisible folks.
Mhm.
Fun.
With 1 hit, Eva, as someone who shares this clan bane, you can tell that Fairfield is barely holding himself together at being publicly just belittled, not only in front of the people that he is supposed to be ruling over, but to all the LA individuals who just come in and think they know what they're doing. But you see he is holding himself together barely.
I'm gonna like turn my back to Fairfield and just look. Might want to just tone it down just a little bit.
And he will say more loudly, "Oh yeah? He's that much of a badass, is he?"
Okay, I just turn back around and I just look at him.
All right, all right, all right. Well, look, we didn't come here to just leave you with nothing. We were asked to help, and we help. That's what we do, right? We take care of each other. Now my brain's over here, he says, throwing his thumb at Carter. has put together something where we think we can probably get in and out of the building with a few extra packages. Now, I'm just guessing based on my initial impressions, but all of you seem highly qualified at mayhem. Am I right?
Fairfield just smirks a little bit. Enough so.
So if I were to say, we're going to try and extricate your Baron from the clutches of the Inquisition, but we need you to make a little mayhem to turn their eyes, and then hey, maybe if they send out a few goons, maybe you get back some of your own, right?
It's quite possible. Now, Baron Temple. Where did you come across this Inquisition had our Baron? Because last I knew, no one survived.
I'll unzip my little messenger bag and pull out the big file, hand it over to Matthew.
I will open it as though I know precisely what this is.
Yeah, you
On
open
the
it.
top is going to be the picture of
Yep.
Baron Joshua staked.
Oh, well, I must have read it somewhere. And you want to know where I got this? You show me you can deliver.
Roll charisma plus persuasion. Would you like to use any willpower to reroll 3 of those black dice?
I would love to reroll 3 of those black dice.
Yeah, go ahead.
That'll get me to 4.
Actually,
that'll
gives you
give
to
me a crit.
6. That gives you 6 on a critical success.
I put a calming hand on him and go, listen, we're going to get him back. And they're going to hear and they're going to know you don't fuck with us. Now, are you with me?
On one condition. When you guys go and get our Baron, you bring one of those Inquisition people back, because I have a few words I'd like to have with them.
Just one?
More if you get your hands on, but I just need one alive.
Done and done, my friend. Done and done.
When and what time?
I give my friend here, point to Ava, your phone number. You'll get a call.
He will go ahead and hand over he will turn his phone around, and on the back side, or on the front, it will have his phone number that you can go ahead and add his contact if you would like.
I'll add.
Okay. Let us know, and we'll be ready. And roughly about this point, you can see 3 invisible people appear as they sort of move.
Oh, hey. Nice. Yeah. Huh, okay. So, okay. All right. We'll be in touch.
As you say, Baron.
and I walk out as though I still own the place.
Does the rest of the coterie follow suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to like obviously maybe there's still some that are invisible, but I'm gonna count like how many kindred.
Total of 9 that you're able to see.
Okay.
And the 3 that appeared are those I assume included the 2 that I saw.
Yes, they include 2 that saw, 1 that you did not see.
Okay.
You guys cool if I take a snack?
Not from this warehouse.
Okay.
And the rest of you go ahead and head out.
I mean that went well, but that was really ballsy.
Angry, in my experience, really hurt angry people, they take a minute, even Bruja take a minute to go, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
How you know can do this, Eva?
Hey, everybody's got their own style.
She says she good liar. Nothing like this I see.
Hey, she provided me with the clue. She was let me know when I was about to go too far, which I have done.
You are consigliere.
Eva, I need you to
I'm
go
just
ahead and roll
ignoring
it.
Dimitri.
I need you to roll a frenzy for me, actually,
Oh my
as you are being publicly belittled amongst your coterie.
I'm not.
No,
I'm
not from you.
From me.
From Dimitri.
Frickin' Dimitri.
Oh yeah, you resisted just fine.
Oh, I went twice, sorry.
How dare you? Still 4 successes either way, so that means it must be true. You sort of just shake it off and continue to walk towards the car. Eva, would you like to take shotgun?
No, I actually really am comfortable. I was just giving him a hard time.
That is fair.
We do need to stop for a snack, though.
Carter, you want me to drive?
No, it's fine. I got it.
All right. Are you going to look around here for a snack? Or are you going to go back to your haven where you have some juice boxes hidden away?
Juice boxes don't work when I'm blood potency 3.
Ooh, that's true. That is true. And then I need you to go ahead and make your hunting roll for me, please, based off your predator type. Which I think is a first for us because we've always had a place to consistently get food.
Yep.
Which now that I think about it, do you even have...
Baggers may not have one.
That's what I was
No,
asking.
it's intelligence plus streetwise, which because I could also use it to find people who are already dead or dying. So yeah, I can look around for some place. I mean, but again, it's not like I'm not the typical bagger that's like I can't kill anybody. But yeah, maybe intelligence for streetwise is to know where I might find some people that would be just less trouble than the kinds of people that Dimitri likes to eat.
I also believe you have a contact out here. Is that correct? That you could also hit up, possibly.
I have one contact, but I don't think it's somebody who can necessarily get me people to eat. It's only a 1 dot contact. If I'm
That's
mistaken.
right. Yep, you are correct. Okay, go ahead and roll Intel plus Streetwise. And it's not going to be too crazy difficult for you to find stuff out in this area either. But still a chance to fail.
Oof, 1 success.
Would you like to use any? So I guess right now it's a difficulty of 2. So as of right now, you're unable to find any unless you'd like to roll. Excuse me, roll a willpower or use a willpower to re-roll some of those.
Yeah, I'll
dice.
use a willpower to reroll 3.
Okay. You are able to roll 2 because the
2,
other 2
okay.
are hunger die.
Oh, that's right. There we
Ooh,
go.
Nice. You are able barely. You see at an underpass, just sort of actually pretty like within eye shot of the car. Underneath of it, you could see a tent.
Yep, that'll do.
You go ahead. Um, are you trying to sneak up on the tent or just sort of walk up to it?
I mean, I'll definitely walk quietly, but
Okay.
I'm not like, sticking to the shadows or anything.
Yeah, go ahead and roll just Dex plus Stealth for me. Hmm.
That's 2.
Yep, that's a 2. All right, cool. He does not seem to have noticed you, as it looks like someone is sort of passed out inside of this tent. Even the flap is barely open. You sort of peel it back, and you see there's only one individual, someone roughly somewhere between 40s and 50s, sort of laying underneath in the side of this tent.
Well, he's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay, you go ahead, rip open the tent, and start feeding.
Yep.
Okay. How?
And I'm not planning to drain him all the way, just
Okay.
enough to get 2 boxes.
Enough to fill up too. You go ahead, take a bite, and begin to feed. As you feed, you can start to smell just the stench that comes off of this individual as you are feasting upon him. Do you lick the wound back shut?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like I should.
Okay, you go ahead and lick the wound shut, and you can now see a visibly different discoloration or coloration where that single strip goes through.
Gross.
But you are now down to hunger 1. I think at this point, if this is Dimitri, he'd probably be doing a frenzy check.
Feels gross, bro.
No one is able to see this wonderful show besides Carter to know that this is true.
Gross.
He does seem to have found the Chewy center.
Exactly. Under the multiple layers.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Too
It took
many.
about 3 to get through the nasty crap on his skin.
It's true. You felt like when you bit in, you felt a crunch and then the skin break.
Aw. Aw. Too far, bro.
Oh, sorry, my bad. No, but you're able to go ahead. He does, feel it at first, and then begins to fade back into what he believes is a dream as you lick it and then leave. And you head back into the car as waiting the rest of your coterie plus Matthew.
Okay.
Refreshed, to say the least.
That's like the vampire equivalent of like a sketchy gas station hot dog.
At best, it's well water.
That's been dropped on the ground and kicked around for a week.
Yep. And then put back into the cup. Okay, where do you guys want to head to next? You guys have some good intel. You guys got the Anarchs on your side, and you guys have roughly about 6.5 hours left of this evening before you guys have to worry about the sun coming up.
I mean, do we say fuck it and do it now?
I mean, that doesn't
Uh,
seem like a good idea.
That's
I'm
the
saying all the
suicide
pieces
mission.
are in place. We make phone calls. We go.
I mean,
We get the uniforms.
there's some wisdom to it. I'm not gonna be the odds of me getting this split potency roll again are low. I'm feeling pretty good.
Say we swing by the house, we get the stuff we need, we go drive up, we just start to make the phone call, say meet us there, and we kick everyone's ass, and then we go home.
It sounds so simple when you say it.
Of course it does.
It always
Ask
does.
these two. Dimitri's plans always work out. Huh?
They always sound simple.
So
They kind of work out, but not really.
Dimitri always has
always
plans.
work
out. You were like, hey, that was a good idea. Too bad Dimitri thought of it.
Oh,
Is what
So-
you always say. My feelings are hurt.
I said it about the gas station. I did not say it about at the rant and rave.
Potato, tomato, it's whatever.
You did what you did, yeah.
I see it.
So, taking a step back for a second, what uniforms and do we have them?
Yes, we secure uniforms with helmets and body armor and all kinds of fun stuff. Now, you can make yourself look alive, correct?
Yes.
Good. Because they have detectors that look for breathing and heartbeat and temperature, all this good stuff.
They're gonna have a minor electrical problem when they get to that, but that's their problem.
Carter, we need to ask man about protocols with this sort of thing.
Yeah, we can talk to him.
Yes, you're ghouly ghoul.
He's a pain in the ass, is what he is.
Agreed.
How many uniforms did we have?
You guys had 4.
3, right? 4?
Was there 3 of them?
There were there were 3
In the van.
in the van, and your ghoul was wearing one of them.
So we'll need to kind of wash that one up a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he did get kind
hit by a car,
Run over.
of tortured.
broken arms.
It didn't tear
well,
the
he got
shirt,
better.
but still in good shape.
Yeah, that's true. No, but you guys have a total of 4 that were inside.
It's like fate.
Originally, it was for your ghoul to come too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about taking him back though.
He's never going out of the building.
You're just gonna kill him in my sleep, aren't you?
It's possible.
Is there, I'll ask the silly question: why?
That's best left until we see how this shake out, okay?
Okay.
I don't know you very well. You may, have very adverse reaction to the information that we share. So
I mean,
till...
this isn't that.
Are you
this-
fucking kidding me?
I mean, in the grand scheme of secrets we could share, it's not even in the top 3.
Well, I know this, but it's still not a good thing. I mean, he may think badly of us.
Did I mention
mean-
I killed my sire?
No. It's an interesting time to drop this, though.
I'm just saying I have a certain tolerance for poor life choices.
Oh, you and Dimitri get on great.
It's true.
The Camarilla won't take Lasombra unless they hand over the body of a Lasombra older than them. They made this demand of my sire. He refused. I didn't.
Okay. It's good to know. Don't let him stand behind me. Got it.
I will try. Yeah, no. So we have a I have a ghoul who used to be in the Inquisition.
Like how it used to be.
Like 2 days ago?
But he wanted to become a kindred, which is weird for an Inquisition member.
Mm-hmm.
But he also may just have not wanted to die, so I get that. In any case, he's locked up, but he's probably a long-term problem.
Simple solution.
Yeah, I mean, we may just need him for more information. I hate to waste a source of information.
It's like a living book.
Exactly.
Carter just needs to let him write the book.
Ooh. As you guys begin to head back to Terre Haute to grab all the things and get prepped, that is where we will go ahead and wrap up for tonight's session. Right? When we come back next week, we will have you guys be arriving at the Grove. So we will be seeing you guys there. Chat, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. Richard, thank you so much for coming and joining us on this wonderful, crazy adventure that we're getting to go on, and you get to see all our craziness at first hand. But everyone...
Clearly I've subtracted from that.
True. It's just a different type of crazy. It's okay. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. This will be uploaded on YouTube on next Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow with some more video game action. But you will see us next week, same time, same place, next Tuesday for another episode of Indy by Night. Have a great night, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.